2D transformations. So transformation is nothing but changing the position of an object. So in CAD, the geometrical entities can be a point, line, plane, or a solid object. So here we will consider the point first. Let us consider a Cartesian coordinate, x-axis, y-axis, and this is the origin. Let us consider the point P located at x comma y. That means from the origin, this distance is x-axis, that is x value to reach that particular point P, and this is the distance along y-axis, y units. Now we will see the first transformation, that is the translation. So translation is nothing but change of position from one point to the another point. So here we consider the point is located at P, having the coordinates x comma y. When this point changes to P dash, suppose this is P dash, having the final coordinates x dash and y dash, to do this translation, that is change of position, we need to change the point P location, that is, let us consider Tx in x direction, then Ty in y direction to reach the point P dash. So now if you look at the coordinates of this P dash, so this is nothing but from the origin, this is x plus Tx, then in y direction, so this is nothing but y plus Ty. So in translation, so that is represented as here, we are moving Tx direction in x-axis, Ty direction in y-axis from the point P to the final destination point P dash and y dash. And how these points are calculated from the origin, so that is nothing but we can write it as x dash is equal to, the initial point is x, plus we need to add the Tx distance, that is the translation distance along x-axis. Then similarly y is equal, that is y dash is equal to y plus Ty, right? So we can easily calculate the value of translated point with the origin point when we translate Tx units in x direction and Ty units in y direction. Suppose now the same can be represented in a matrix form. So let us consider the point as P matrix equal to, that is given point. So we are representing that as a column matrix here, x comma y. Then the translation matrix, we call it as T matrix. We can represent again in a column matrix as Tx, Ty. Then the final point, that is translated point, is represented as P dash equal to, so we have to add the initial point P. For this we need to add the translation matrix T. So here you have to remember the algebraic addition of the matrices. That means the order of the P matrix should be equal to order of the matrix T. That is the condition for addition. That means here P is also column matrix, T is also column matrix. That is the order is 2 rows 1 column. It is 2 into 1. Here also 2 rows 1 column, 2:1. So these two are identical matrices. Then we can add this. So P is equal to x y plus T is Tx Ty. Then the final P dash in matrix form is nothing but add the corresponding elements, that is x plus Tx, y plus Ty. So here P dash is nothing but x dash and y dash, x dash, y dash. So here the first element is equal to the first element here, that is x dash is equal to x plus Tx. The same thing we got here. Then y dash is equal to y plus Ty. The same equation is here. So this is in the equation form, and here we got it in the matrix form. So please remember here, for the translation we need to add the translation vector to the initial point such that we will get the translated point. So here we can represent the matrix in column matrix, as well as we can represent the same thing in row matrix also. Suppose if you represent the P as xy, then the translation matrix T as Tx Ty, then P dash is x dash y dash. The relationship between these three matrices is nothing but P dash is equal to the initial point P plus the translation matrix T. So here you can observe the order. It is 1 row 2 columns. So here also 1:2, and this is also 1/2. So all the matrices are identical. We can add the corresponding elements to get the final translated matrix. So here for translation we need to add the incremental distances, how much it is traversed in x direction and y direction. So you can represent either in column matrix or in the row matrix. Clear? So we will take one example for this now. Let us consider a point located at a point 3, 4. So we will call this P as 3, 4. And the point is translated 4 units in x direction. So Tx is 4 units and then 2 units in y direction. That is Ty is equal to 2 units. Now let us understand it in a better way with the help of a graph. So this is 0, x-axis, y-axis. So mark this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So first you locate the given point, that is 3, 4. 3 units in x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4 units in y axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is the given point P, 3, 4. Now the point is translated 4 units in x direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units in x direction and 2 units in y direction. 2 units in y direction. So now we need to calculate the final coordinates of this P dash. So here this is 4 units, this is 2 units. Clear? So now we solve this problem in a graphical way first. So from this up to here it is 3, then the additional distance is 4. So totally 4 plus 3 it is 7 in x coordinate. Then in y coordinate in y coordinate 2 units, 4 plus 2, that is 6. So here first is 3, that is x coordinate is 3. Then translated distance along x is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. The final point is 7. And in y direction the initial point is 4. For that we have to add 2. Then it is 6. Now we represent the same thing in matrix notation. So consider the point P in a matrix notation as a column vector 3, 4. That is column matrix I am considering now. And the translation matrix is represented as T equal to Tx, Ty. Again it is a column matrix. Then the final point, that is translated point P dash, is calculated as, to the initial point P we need to add the translation vector, that is Tx, Ty. So now we calculate this. P is 3, 4, that is 3, 4, plus the translation is 4, 2. 4 in x direction, 2 in y direction. So these two matrices are identical. Corresponding elements you have to add. 3 plus 4, 7. 4 plus 2, 6. So this is P dash is nothing but, you can call it as x dash y dash matrix. So here x dash corresponds to the value 7, y dash corresponds to the point value 6. So you can finally write the translated point P dash as 7, 6. So this is the translated point. After translating 4 in x direction, 2 in y direction, the final point we are going to get as 7, 6. Right? Now you can extend the same technique for the higher order of geometrical element. So instead of point, you can consider a line. So as we know, the line is defined, that is straight line is defined as in geometry by its endpoints. So let us consider this as the line. The line is L. It is having P1, P2 as the endpoints. So we should know the coordinates of P1 and the coordinates of P2. Then now the line is translated by a vector 2, 3, that is Tx equal to 2, Ty equal to 3. The entire line is translated in x direction by 2 units and then in y direction by 3 units. That means whatever the previous problem we have solved for points, we need to do the same thing for two different points here now, because the line is having two end points P1 and P2. So get the translation for the P1 point, get the translation for the P2 point individually, then we will get the translated line. So let us consider the point P1 as 1, 1 and P2 as 2, 4. So this is the given problem statement, and the translation vector is 2 and 3. That is 2 in x-axis, in y-axis it is 3 units. So now we represent the line L in the form of a matrix. So consider the column matrix. So P1 is represented as a column matrix, that is x, y, that is nothing but x1, y1. So this represents one end point. To represent the other end point, you can call it as x2, y2. So now this is the representation of a line. So each point is represented in a column. So combinedly we write it as this. So for this, x1, y1 value is 1, 1 and x2, y2 is 2 and 4. Now the translation matrix, how to represent here? We have to follow that to make an addition, the order of the matrix should be equal here. And we have the translation vector as 2, 3. 2 in x, 3 in y. But here we have 2 cross 2 matrix, here it is 2 cross 1. So you have to make it as again 2 cross 2. So you have to add one more matrix, like one more column like this. Now this is the translation matrix, this is the initial given line. Now you find the translated line L dash equal to L plus T, that is all are in matrix notation, right? Now the L is x1, y1, 1, 1, 2, 4 plus the translation matrix 2 in x direction, 3 in y direction, 2 in x direction, 3 in y direction. So you have to make these two matrices as identical one. So order of the matrix should be equal in both the to have addition. Now add the corresponding elements. 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 2 is 4, 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. So now the translated line L dash is represented in the form of a matrix. Now you analyze this, the endpoints will become 3, 4, 3, 4 and 4, 7 as it is x1, y1, x2, y2. The translated values will be x1 dash, y1 dash, x2 dash, y1 dash. So the x2, y2, the translated line have the endpoints 3, 4 and another endpoint is 4, 7. To represent the same thing in graphics, so here you translate 2 units in x direction, 3 units in y direction. The same thing here, 2 units in x direction, 3 units in y direction. Then connect this line. So this is P1 dash, this is P2 dash. So this is the translated line L dash, this is the given line L. The same way you can extend the problem to the triangle also. So for that we need to have one more set of point, because triangle is a 2D plane bounded by 3 points. So we'll consider a triangle like this, an arbitrary triangle. So which is having three non-collinear points P1, P2 and P3. So represented in 2D plane. So we will consider the same translation vectors, 2 units in x direction, 3 units in y direction. So consider this entire triangle is moving 2 units in x direction, 3 units in y direction. That means each of the point has to be translated 2 units in x direction, 3 units in y direction. So here we can consider this as x1, y1, x2, y2, and here it is x3, y3. Now, how to represent the triangle? So we will consider this triangle as A. Then the A is represented in matrix form as each point should be represented in a column matrix. That is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. So this is the representation of a triangle in matrix. Now the translation matrix T should also be in the same order. So that is 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, like this. Now you can observe, so this is of 2 rows, 3 column, here also 2 rows, 3 columns. The two matrices are identical in all respects, so we can add, that is a translated triangle is represented as A dash is obtained by adding A T. So now the A value is, so x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. So we will consider the points as 1, 1, 2, 4 and 4, 3. So this is the given statement. So consider this as the P1, this is P2 and this is P3. Represent those points in a matrix form as x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. That is 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 3. This is in one matrix plus the translation matrix 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. So now add the corresponding elements. 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 3 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 4 plus 2 is 6, 3 plus 3 is 6. So this is the translated triangle. So we have assumed that here x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, and this is the translated one, that is A dash. That means the coordinates of the translated triangle with the points 1, 2, 3 as, that is P1, P2, P dash, P3 becomes P1 dash, P2 dash, P3 dash. The coordinates for P1 dash is 3, 4, 3, 4, then 4, 7, then 6, 6, 6, 6. So this is in an ordered pair, this is in a matrix form, and if you add, that is P dash is equal to P plus Tx. This is for x direction. Similarly, that is Px, Py dash is equal to Py plus Ty. So this is in equation form. So like this, if it is a rectangle, so one more row will come here and you can do for rectangle also. Then in the translation vector, we have to add one more column for one more end point of the line, that is one more additional point for rectangle. So like this you can do